a big performance, to prove to people that he's bounced straight back.
Well, there's no doubt about it. Suljovic is enjoying the best year of his career by some distance, reaching his first major TV semi-final in Dublin last weekend.
125.
After that astonishing win over Vincent van der Voort, he also had a good run at the World Match Play as well. He made the quarters there and also made the last 8 of the UK Open. We mentioned the point yesterday, the only man who can make a similar claim is Michael van Gerwen himself. So Mensah's had a terrific year so far. And
90.
Here's another opportunity just to show people exactly what he's capable of. He had a 6-4 win over Mark Barilli yesterday. And again, with a lot of expectation on the shoulders of Suljovic, it perhaps would have been a burden for him. But no problem there, no burden so far. 180 against the Van Gerwen throw. What about that?
Oh, there was any talk about whether Suljovic is going to get up here and take the game to Michael. I think he's answered that with the first 6 darts.
Well, that defeat in Dublin means Van Gerwen remains on 9 titles
82.
for this year. 5 on the European Tour. The Masters, the UK Open, the Dubai Masters, and that maiden World Match Play title in Blackpool as well.
29.
Against James Wade.
Well, Mensah's going to get 6 darts from 102 to break the throw of Michael. That was a very poor visit from the world #1 and could be costly. Double top.
Game shot in the first leg.
And a 102 check out for Mensah.
Second leg is Mensah to throw first.
Yes, a 12-dart leg there for Mensah.
Game on.
Now, can he back it up and hold on to his throw?
Well, he's beaten the world champion this year, Gary Anderson. Mentioned all those titles, but the blot on the copybook is missing out on the Premier League, missing out on the world title as well.
105.
I mean, they're big misses for Michael van Gerwen.
Yes, and Gary Anderson just rocked up and said thank you very much.
140.
Anderson's one of those players that when he's on form he wins things, and that's exactly what he did in the world title and the Premier League.
How does Van Gerwen take defeat in a final like last weekend?
No, he's normally very good. He bounces back very quickly. And I think nowadays, because there's so many tournaments week in, week out, you don't have time to sit back and start to cry
and dwell
about
on it.
it doesn't happen normally. You've got to get on with it.
135.
Well, the winner of this will face Merv King tomorrow. The defending champion lies in wait for either Van Gerwen or Suljovic. And here we see Suljovic and his trademark twiddling of the arrows. To good effect here as well. Good pressure here from Suljovic. 140.
140.
Well, Michael needs 2 trebles himself. 1 is not going to be good enough. All 3 would be.
108.
That's exactly what he's done. But Suljovic, the previous leg, the opening leg of the match, against the
116.
throw, he took out 102. And now he wants 116. Will he go the treble 20 route, or will he go the 19s route?
Big plug of water, and the chalk is reapplied as well. Kurt Bevins must be wondering where Suljovic has gone. He is there, don't worry. And he's taking his time. He's got a 116 target here. Well, he's taken out the treble 20. Double 18 he wants for a 2-0 lead.
80.
He knows
Mike, we require 46.
it's a good chance gone begging. Van Gerwen here, ready to pounce 2 cracks at tops. Only needs 1, and you can see what it means.
Third leg is Michael to throw first. Game
A
on.
missed start at double 18 for a 2-0 lead.
And it would have been for a 12-darter, which, a pair of 12-darters to open up a game is exceptional. But
100.
Van Gerwen was allowed back to the board, and his leg was 11 darts, so he's back in command now.
55.
Kurt Bevins with a careful inspection of that final dart, and the 55 is punished with another 180 for Van Gerwen. He's in the groove now.
$99. 101.
Well, these two have met twice already this year in the European Tour. They met in the semi-finals in Hildesheim in the first European event of 2015, the German Darts Championship. And Van Gerwen also beat Suljovic in the second round in Venray as well. So the omens are good here for Van Gerwen. When he beats Mensah in Europe, he goes on to win the tournament. Shanghai for a 2-1 lead.
And a 12 dart legs. We've gone 12, 11, 12 for the three opening legs of this match. Incredible standard.
Yeah, one of the standout ties of the night, this one. Van der Voort and Bunting on the way as well. That should be a decent encounter. And Peter Wright rounding things off against Jermaine Watimena.
100.
Well, there we have the averages.
Healthy.
Pretty impressive from both players.
Two Dutchmen already through to the last 16 tomorrow, Barney and Clatton.
95.
Watimena to come as well, there you go. Just the illustration of what Rodder was saying a few moments ago. A 12 dart leg, an 11 dart leg and another 12.
Van Gerwen on 100%, 2 out of 2. And Mensah 1 out of 2, and the missed double 18 would have put him 2 legs to nil up.
137.
That's more like it from Mensah. He's in the frame to level things up again. But Van Gerwen back in business. And the 180s are ticking over nicely. That's 3 now for the world number 1 in this match. So Suljovic has won.
Well, Suljovic's got to go for the 19s. 57, leaves 72.
Double 12 he wants.
Yes.
And then
he missed the double 18, he missed the double 12.
Michael, you require 121.
Now will Van Gerwen punish that missed double 12? Finds the treble 20. Bully wants
96.
just wide.
Benzier required 12.
Well, double 6, he doesn't want to split this and have to mess around.
Game shot on the fourth leg.
Straight in the double 6.
Fifth leg is Michael to throw first.
Levels the game up at 2 legs apiece.
Yeah, could so easily have found himself 3-1 down there. Van Gerwen missing the ball for a 1-2-1 checkout.
100.
Now that is one shot I don't understand. The 25 with your third dart of your opening 3. You're playing Michael Van Gerwen, one of the heaviest scorers in the game. You need to use every single dart you can. You know, some people will say, well, he's left a 6 on the end. Well, do that when you only want 200, not when you want 501.
Further down the line.
100.
Oh, he's got loads of room to work with here. Van Gerwen for another switches to the 18s, which has baffled us somewhat.
Yeah, I mean, it looked open for another treble 20, didn't it? I mean, perhaps from where he was standing, there was flights in the way of the treble, but You know, if he'd have hit another 20, returning with a 140 leaves him double top. But if it's a 140, he's gonna waste a dart at a double.
Third successive visit for Mensah, where he's found just one treble.
82.
He needs a little bit more against the Van Gerwen throw if he's to break him again. And 2 more of those would leave double eights.
100. Michael, you require 100.
So he's down to a finish of 96, but you suspect Van Gerwen, well, I was going to say, won't give him the opportunity. Double 19 he wants. Oh, that's a brilliant recovery.
Michael Van Gerwen. Slick leg is Mensah to throw first. Game on.
Well, not so much of a two-armed fist pump as more of a boxing fist pump from Michael Van Gerwen.
Straight into the fives, not a problem though. Picked off 5/19s to win the fifth leg. And that's what Suljovic is up against here to some extent, but a ton 80 here at the outset of leg 6 would do very nicely indeed. Just wonder whether that decision to pause has held him up slightly here. And, okay, he's got the ton 40, and the arm gesture you can see there shows his frustration. That's pitched in awkwardly, but there's still a little bit of room. And they trade 140s at the outset here.
We talk about Dave Chisnell with a little bit of a snatch. At Mensah, his arms and his legs fly everywhere.
It's like an octopus falling out of a tree at times.
136.
No German players, but he is a German-speaking player, so he's got his backers here. Van Gerwen getting plenty of stick, and Holland getting plenty of stick from the German crowd here about their failure in the football qualifiers. Van Gerwen won't care one jot about that.
139.
He loves silencing crowds, does Michael Van Gerwen.
121.
Well, we've seen the 1-2-1 check out a few times today already.
Well, he needs to find the treble 17 now, which he has not done, so Van Gerwen's going to come back on the 86.
86.
Treble 18 will leave him the double 16. He needs to stay. Yes, didn't even go for the treble. Now wants the ball.
30 seconds.
You have to say he didn't really go for the ball.
34.
Well,
Yes, he weren't going to mess around with the flight of the stem, going for that treble 18.
6 double 14 for Mensah, do you think? He's certainly looking that side of the board. Yes, he is. Now then, double 14. It's so often his friend. He's got 2 goes at it, and wouldn't you just know it? Double 14, as sure as night follows day. Mensah Suljovic is back level at 3 apiece.
Game on.
He loves it, doesn't he?
It's uncanny how many times he actually hits that. I mean, it's such a high percentage.
Well, both players with checkout percentages of 60 at the moment. And look at the averages as well. Nothing in it, really. 3 apiece. On we go.
95.
Mensah, though, still has to find another break. He's broken Van Gerwen already once in this match, but Van Gerwen broke back.
Well, there's a chance. Well, there we have the scores. That 12-11, 12-13 was incredible. But that followed up by 15 on the 14, so an exceptional game of darts. That's why the averages are up where they are. But a chance here for Suljovic
99.
to get a little bit of a lead. Van Gerwen can't afford another visit without a treble.
Yeah, Suljovic needed a bit more than that.
100.
Just the one trouble, though, for Van Gerwen.
Now, Suljovic may get 9 darts from 307, because to get home in 6 darts from 244 is quite difficult. So
140.
He likes that. He's down to a finish. It's a big one, but it's a finish nevertheless. And Van Gerwen again
58.
fails to find the treble, and he's on 186. So Suljovic with a really, really good chance here to break. A big score here. Well, if he can finish it off here, all well and good.
Well, he's going to get 6 darts minimum from here. And like you say, if he leaves the bullseye, will he go for it, won't he? You know, I personally wouldn't against the world number one. You just want to come back.
Is this what he's weighing up now, what to do? I mean, or will he have already decided?
No, this is just his routine of trying to focus. Whether it's a little bit of gamesmanship to slow Michael up, it may be, but it may just be his routine.
Well, he's hit the treble 20.
Oh, I'd stay on that treble 20.
Well, he's hit the treble 19.
He's going to go for the bullseye, or is he? He's just stepping back now.
Well,
I wouldn't go for it. The crowd want him to, as you can hear.
double 11 to go for double 14. Well, he did go for it, but he hit the 3, so he's left with 47. That's not the end of the world. And once again, Van Gerwen can't find the treble.
90.
He does with the final dart there, though. He's down to 96. He likes the double 18 as well, does Van Gerwen. But Suljovic might not give him the opportunity.
Well, 19 would leave him his favourite. As we said, he doesn't miss this on too many occasions. And this would be for a breaker throw.
Oh, he's feeling the heat here, isn't he? And the crowd are just beginning to turn a little bit here on double 14. 2 goes at it. And couldn't you just know it? Absolutely brilliant from Van Gerwen. From Mensur Suljovic.
Yes, 2 out of 2 on the 14s. And that was a 13 dart leg to break Michael Van Gerwen. And you're right, the crowd are just starting to get a little bit on Mensur's back now.
Game on.
Perhaps they're thinking he's taking too long to throw his darts.
Well, there's no law against it.
No, we've got to emphasise that there's no time limit on. The governing body do have, I suppose, they can discipline someone if it really got too bad, but it would have to get over bad for that to happen. But Michael's just got to stay focused.
104 for Van Gerwen there.
I thought Michael was just going to walk around Mensur and have another go there.
He's looking agitated, I think, Van Gerwen, slightly agitated. He wants to get on with it. Suljovic is really, really beginning to get pumped up for this now. That's a terrific response from Van Gerwen, though.
Well, last time Mensur broke, Michael was in the first leg with a 12 dart. He's done it with a 13 dart. Then Michael returned with an 11 to get the throw back. And he's looking at least a 12 dart.
That's another 140. Back-to-back ton 40s for Suljovic. He's down to 121.
97.
Van Gerwen's down to his 96. He was down to 96 in the 6th leg. No, sorry, in the 7th leg. And the question is, once again, will he get the opportunity for that treble 20, double 18 combination? Oh, he's found the treble 20 with his first dart. Here we go.
That leaves him his favourite.
Double 14. Oh, brilliant. Absolutely brilliant. Double 14, 3 legs on the spin. And he's 1 leg away from dumping out the world number 1 and dumping out the man who's won 5 European Tour titles in 2015. I think we'll see Mensur become even more composed and even more measured now as he approaches the finish line. What a year he is having. What a tournament he's having as well.
Let's emphasise as well, Rob, that, all right, he is a slow player. Perhaps he does a little bit of it on purpose. But look at those stats. Those stats, you're playing exceptional darts.
100.
Sometimes when, you know, the slow players kind of get overlooked how good they are, and look at those stats. I mean, that is incredible.
134.
Only one leg at 15, the rest are under.
And that 12 dart in the first leg was a break as well. Terrific stuff.
Michael has not done a lot wrong here.
No.
Finds himself on the end of being down 5 legs to 3.
Van Gerwen looks a little bit angry, doesn't he?
174.
Well, Suljovic may well have given up on this one with Van Gerwen on 54.
The thing is, the way the game's going, Michael's got to break him in the next leg. And you feel it's got to be a 12-dart leg, because 15, he will not get that extra 3 darts at the board.
Double 10 then for 5-4.
On the 9th leg, Michael Van Gerwen.
Another 12-dart leg.
To the throw first. Thank you.
Well, it's a high octane and a high quality encounter.
This is the all-important leg, though, Rob. You know, Mensah.
Yep, a 12-dart leg here for Mensah, and surely it's there for the taking. Ton 40 would be nice here for Mensah. Yeah, that's exactly what he needed. That'll do. Michael, though, will respond in kind here.
140.
Trading 140s, but Mensah was still the advantage. Crowd's gone to look quiet as they've been for the evening.
Well, it's like a hush descends on the auditorium when Mensah steps up, finds the treble, needed that, but it might not be enough. There might be a chance here for Van Gerwen just to get his nose in front.
140.
He's going to need another one of those, though.
Yeah, and another slip-up maybe from Mensah as well.
Well, Mensah, as we said in an earlier leg, will get 9, possibly get 9 darts from here. Because going out from 2-2-1 with 6, you know, we see it a lot of times, but under this sort of pressure, sometimes it's a lot harder.
Well, he's straight over to the thighs here. Needs to recover. Pressure's on all of a sudden. 94. That's a good recovery shot, though, by Suljovic, and he's down to a 167 finish.
A 180 would be... I really can't understand why Mikey didn't say on the treble 20s.
139. Mensah require 167.
Well, you can't do a lot more than what Michael Van Gerwen has done in this leg. He's thrown 9 darts, 6 of them have been in major trebles. Leaves himself 82, but Mensah now.
Well.
Well, Michael needs to see this first
99.
dart go in the bullseye.
Michael, you require 82.
Can't afford to miss the bullseye on the 25. Now the tops with the last dart.
42.
Well. Mensah Suljovic returns to the hockey. A big glug of water for the Austrian. This is his moment. The best year of his career so far could be about to get a little bit better with a defeat of the world #1 Michael Van Gerwen and the top seed here in Sindelfingen. And a passage into the last 16 to face Mervyn King tomorrow in the European Darts Grand Prix.
Well, he's got to go for the 20. If he hits the 60s, double 8. Now, well, he hasn't even gone. It's just 2 big 20s. And I don't think that first dart was even at the treble. I think it was just 2 big 20s to leave his favourite. And this would be 4 out of 4 on 14s.
And it is 4 out of 4. And Mensah Suljovic, look what it means. A terrific performance. Double 14 on 4 occasions. So much to admire about the Austrians' performance tonight. Michael Van Gerwen has been beaten in the second round here in Sindelfingen. And Mensah Suljovic's year just gets better and better, and he milks the applause of the crowd. A terrific achievement, and a big embrace with the world #1 as well. An astonishing performance, and richly deserved as well. Mensah Suljovic through with an average of 109.7. Van Gerwen out with an average of 111. Absolutely unbelievable. The world #1 says farewell to the crowd. We'll see more of him later this year as well. Plenty more titles for him to go for, but Van Gerwen won't be celebrating here this weekend. Mensah Suljovic might well be. Let's hear from Mensah now.